Hello everyone, welcome to your match preview here on 100% Chelsea. Today discussing our game on the weekend between Chelsea and Everton. And international break has obviously just finished. Thankfully it came at a good time for us. And I mentioned this before we went on the international break. We've had a tough time recently. Our last 4 games have not been good at all. And with the international break finally passing, I think a few of our guys have got to rest a little bit. Not really give 100% during their international game. Someone like Hazard, who actually didn't even do well for Belgium, so even though he scored. But I think it was a good occasion for them to calm down, refresh a bit. And as I've said, the problem with us is fitness for us. This pre-season fitness has been a disaster. Fingers crossed they're back and they've reached that level again where they can start competing at 100%. And what better to prove a point against Everton with the whole Stones saga that happened. Next game is to prove a point. Martinez came out and spoke about his satisfaction at playing Stones against Chelsea and being able to select him. Hopefully this amps our players up a bit. Gives Mourinho a reason to tell the team, listen, start showing what you can do. Bring that spirit back, bring that confidence, and let's show everyone why we're champions. We just haven't showed it at all. We've played like a relegation team. As I've said, changes need to be made. Changes need to be made, drastic changes for Everton, based on merit. If you're not playing well, you don't deserve to play. Simple. Ivanovic is a simple case. Fingers crossed Baba Rahman, and I think Baba Rahman will be 100% fit to play against Everton. So if he does start, that's great. Shift Aspi onto the right for the first time, or one of the first times him in a Chelsea shirt, playing right back, because he's normally our left back. But having Baba, Aspi on the sides, I think will be beneficial. Fabregas has not been playing well at all. Now, Mourinho only knows what goes on in training. And if Fabregas has shown sudden form in training, then maybe he can play. But based on recent performances, I wouldn't play him at all. I'd stick him on the bench. He can come on if he wants to. If we need him to come on, he can come on. But I think Loftus-Cheek deserves a shout. As I've said, Loftus-Cheek, Matic playing together in that defensive mid should do the business. Oscar returns. And Oscar didn't go on international duty. He stayed at Cobham training with Mourinho. So he's got a lot more time under his legs to be able to train, by himself. And while everyone else was away, he really got to focus on his own and his fitness. So he's back. Fingers crossed he starts. I would start him in that number 10 role behind the striker. I did mention Hazard possibly shouldn't start. And based on his performance against Belgium as well, you have to stick by that. He shouldn't. But Hazard is Hazard. And it's just that name. When an opposition hears Hazard, they get a bit worried. Whether he should start, I think it'd be all right if he starts, and then if he's struggling, we can bring on Kennedy. That is the way I think we should go. Just removing him completely is probably too much, because he does bring and he does offer a lot. Even when he's not playing well, he can give you something. So I would probably stick with Hazard. And later on, if he's struggling, stick on Kennedy, because Kennedy is a bright prospect, can hit the pace. Now, with Everton, and I have to mention Everton here, they like to play a very open game. All right, they like to come out and show what they can do, and this is an occasion for us. For a team that's not sitting back, a team that's not trying to just defend and park the bus against us, ironically. It's teams like that we struggle against. Teams that just want to defend, because on the offensive we haven't been clinical at all. So a team that wants to open up, I think defensively, if we can just put ourselves in shape again. John Terry, I think, returns. John Terry, he does come back from his ban, which is ideal. I play Zuma next to him, Aspi and Baba. I think that back four has a chance to really show what they can do for the first time this season. And as long as they're solid, we wouldn't really have anything to worry about, because we can definitely hit Everton on the counter. We've done it numerous times. Last year, we beat them 6-3 at their ground. So, goals flying in left, right and centre. If we can just do the same again, hopefully if Costa does play, personally, I'd give Falcao a shout, but if Costa does play, hopefully he's clinical. Hopefully he's on his game. He likes to play at Goodison. Seems to be one of his favourite grounds. So hopefully he does the business. One piece of team news that I have to bring you is that Courtois is doubtful. Just to let you guys know, he might have actually picked up an injury from international duty. It's not an ACL injury. The news is saying it's not an ACL injury, so he won't need surgery or anything like that, thankfully. But he might actually miss Everton. Wait and I'll definitely give you an update when it does come in time for the game. But fingers crossed he comes through and he plays, because as good as Begovic is, Courtois is Courtois, so you can't really miss out on him. But Everton are a good team. As I said, they play a very open game. We have to be mindful of what they can do on the offence. Remember, they've got guys like Barkley, they've got guys like Lukaku, who's definitely going to want to score against us. That's for sure. So if we can lock down Lukaku, if we can lock down someone like Barkley, Gareth Barry in that centre mid, I think we'll be all right. Again, defensively, if we just stick with ourselves defensively and we're collective as a group, we should be okay. And in terms of their defence, they haven't really been up to scratch recently. Even Stones has been playing a bit, under par. As much as we wanted him, for God knows how much money, 40 million or God knows how much, we didn't get him in the end. But he's been playing a little bit average recently. I would still take him any day of the week, but we should exploit that and try and make sure we get past him and the rest of their defence and just bang in as much goals as we can. Start proving a point as to why we're champions and why we're going to retain our league title. So that's been your preview for today. Everton, Chelsea. If I'm going to go over score prediction, anything would do for now as long as we win. I'm going to go with a 2-1. I'm going to go over 2-1. And I know a lot of you say I always go over 2-1, but I'm going to stick with a 2-1. I think Everton will score, at least one. They're at home. You have to bear that in mind. But fingers crossed, we can bang in 2 and get the win. Even more, to prove a point. If we leave with 3 or 4, we've definitely proven our point. So fingers crossed. Hit the subscribe button to 100% Chelsea if you are new. Please be sure to leave all your comments in the comment section below. Your predictions. What do you think will happen on the day? Give me your score line. Do you think we'll win? Do you think we'll draw? Do some of you even think we'll lose and this bad form is going to continue? Hopefully it doesn't. Let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see all of you really soon in time for the game. Be sure to check out all the footage in the run-up for the Everton-Chelsea game. And again, I'll see all of you really, really soon.
If you're going to be a captain of your team, you be the captain, but you do your job as well. Yeah. You do your job. He did not do his job. He's going, oi Kurt, do this. Oi